Welcome to the Bailey how-to videos, and in this video we'll be talking about your motorhome and its payload and how to load it. Now, loading a motorhome may seem a daunting prospect, but it's a very simple thing to do, and it just boils down to two bits of information: how much weight you can carry and where you put it. So the motorhome we're in at the moment has an MT PLM, that's its maximum fully loaded weight, of 3,500 kilos. Now its MRO, which is the weight it is when it leaves the factory, is 3,055 kilos. Now if you subtract the lower figure from the higher figure, you're left with a payload of 455 kilos. In case you're wondering what the MRO consists of, it allows for one person to drive the vehicle, a fuel tank that's 90% full, one gas bottle, and if it's supplied as standard, the leisure battery as well. Oh, and also, if your motorhome has an Alder wet central heating system, an additional 10 kilos is allowed for that. Now, it's worth noting that the MRO is calculated with an empty freshwater tank. It's not advisable to drive with a full freshwater tank, but if you do so, the weight of that water will need to be deducted from your payload figure. If you've had any equipment fitted to your motorhome since it left the factory, such as an air conditioning unit or a bike rack, these will also need to be deducted from that payload figure. Finally, the weight of your passengers will also need to be deducted from that figure. As I said, the MRO allows for one person in the vehicle, so if you have multiple people travelling with you, their weight will also need to be deducted. The MT PLM for your motorhome is its maximum loaded figure, and the MRO is the weight it is when it leaves the factory. Now, both of these figures can be found on a data sticker on the side of your caravan, in your handbook, or on the Bailey of Bristol website. So now we've worked out how much weight your motorhome can carry, we'll concentrate on how to pack. Now, the heaviest items, such as this awning behind me, they should be loaded down low and over the axle where possible. The medium weight items, such as pots, pans and tins of food, they should be loaded fairly low down, between ankle and waist height, and possibly under these seats in front of me. Now, the lightest items, such as clothing, they can be stored in these overhead lockers. But just be careful not to place too much weight up there, as it can affect the centre of gravity. And the final consideration is make sure everything is stowed securely so it doesn't make a noise when you're driving. And that way you can have an enjoyable experience driving to your next holiday.